Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Chameleon Girl, Gina. Anyway, I decided to make this video. I feel like it's long overdue because I found some things that really work for me in the feminine hygiene department. And I hope that they work out for you guys and they make a lot of sense. So I want you guys to actually stay tuned and just see if any of this makes sense in your mind. But I feel like it will. But I want you guys to really try these techniques on delicate parts, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. So first off, we have to start with cleanliness, which is next to godliness. As far as anything added to being, clean and the hygiene, you got to start with the right kind of vaginal cleaners and vaginal washes, okay? So what I have actually discovered is that there are just things on this market that do not work. And we feel as ladies that they're going to work based on the fact that it says, this for your, and it's all these new things and stuff, and it's overwhelming actually to try and such. Now, what I will tell you, disclosure, I am not a doctor or a gynecologist or anything like that. So all the things that I'm going to show you guys today is based on me as a woman and what I've learned about my skin chemistry, which is the most important thing, because I feel like if you use certain things, then if it causes you to have like bacteria vaginosis and yeast infections, among other things, then what I'm thinking is that that's going to cause a smell. And to avoid that, I have found the answers, guys. So the first thing that I found out is this. And this is tried and true. I absolutely feel like it's going to work for all of you guys and all of us the same. I feel like there is nothing that's going to work better than this. Okay, I don't care what new products that cost $50 million come out. I feel like if you guys kind of stick with this, you'll see an improvement in how fresh you feel in areas that are unseen. So the first thing that I love is Dove. And I like the one that is the, if you guys could see that, it is the sensitive skin Dove. And it says it's sensitive skin, but the thing about it is that it has a very light fragrance, but it's not an added fragrance, so it's no fragrance, but whatever is in here is just like make you smell so good. Okay, so that's the number one thing. I've been using this for a long time, but now I stepped my game up and I figured out what else goes really well with this Dove unscented. So the next thing that I like is, believe it or not, baby wash. Now, you can go for, this, which is Baby Magic, and it's just gentle baby wash. It actually says for hair and body baby wash. But what I discovered is that if you can use it on your baby, you can use it in your baby's soft areas. And so with that being said, that smell, it's fresh. It is just light. And anything with a light scent is going to agree with skin chemistry. When you start talking about putting heavy duty fragrances down that way, then you better be worried about your skin chemistry, okay? Now, some people say that the odors come from within, so whatever's coming out of your body that's what's causing you to have an odor. I disagree. I also disagree that it's like you got to shave down there and everything like that. I think it's more like you got to keep it, you know, clean and fresh down there. But as long as you're keeping it clean and fresh, then you're not worried about sweat building up and, you know, going into the pubic hairs and stuff like that. You're not worried about that because you're fresh and you're clean. Okay. So anyway, the next thing that I'm going to say, I'm going to say something that is an adult product, which is this, which is like, I don't like the Summer's Eve sprays, but this is one by Vagisil and the smell is light. I do not recommend putting it directly on the lower region of your body. What I like to do is put it on my thighs, at least 2 inches from the vaginal area. One is because when you walk, it activates the scent, right? And that's something that I like, especially, you know, like you're plus size or you're thick or you have more meat on your bones. When you walk, it'll activate the smell and just keep you fresh. And I do not recommend putting it directly down there. Now, if you wanted to put it real close to there, put it on the outside of your panties and then kind of like give them a little shake, because then that way you're airing them out so that it's not like that concentrated powder on there. Okay, so the next thing I like to do after, so we'll talk about being fresh, being clean. So after I'm all freshened up and clean with either the Dove Unscented or the baby wash, because if it's on a baby, it's on you and it's fine. Okay, let's face it. After I get myself all like fresh and cleaned up and stuff, the next things that I like to use, and I rub it, you know, head to toe, and I even rub it over the private areas, the unmentionable areas, should I say, because when you go to rub your baby down, you rub your baby's bottom with baby lotion or Johnson baby oil. Now, I prefer this oil, which is a gel. I definitely prefer the baby oil gel. Now, my preference, I actually like the one that's green with the aloe in it, you know, for my body. But I use it all over my body, and I even rub it down there. No irritation. And when we talk about irritation and stuff, I promise I'm one of those women that is sensitive. My skin is sensitive too. If I put something on my wrist and it doesn't agree, we have a whole rash. So that's how sensitive I am. Okay. So, like I said, after we talk about the washing up and the hygiene, then I rub down my whole body, and I like both. You know what I mean? As far as the baby wash, I like both too. Because I like to alternate just because of skin chemistry. So I like either Baby Magic or Johnson & Johnson lotion. Okay, that's what I love. After I'm good and ready to rub in some lotion, I love it. And then another thing that I will add, but not directly on my feminine area, but I like definitely Lubriderm. This is all over your body, softens you up. What I like to do is, for instance, I like this cocoa butter, and it's by Hollywood Beauty. I can no longer find this in the store. So what I have to do is order it on Amazon, and it comes in quantities of either 3 or 6. But I love this, and I mix it in with my lotion for all over body. Now what this does for me is it causes my skin to be super soft. And here, and the elbows, and your rear end, it could be rough. So on there, knees, you know what I mean? But I'm talking about head to toe. I love it. I'm in love with these things mixed together. And sometimes I'll add in a little bit of Johnson & Johnson baby oil gel. Yeah, I will do that. But when I talk about lotions and stuff like that, that's soft and subtle, this directly in the private area, no irritation. Or on the Johnson & Johnson, no irritation. Like, I promise you guys, you gotta try it. Okay. So then another thing I like is this, this is raw shea chamomile bargain oil, and it's a baby oil, and I purchased this from Amazon. And maybe they may have it in a store, but I haven't seen it anyway. Needless to say, it is very good for your skin and such. Another thing that I like to do is maintenance. Well, we're gonna go, before we go to maintenance, we're gonna go to this. Instead of using a bunch of perfume, and especially when we're talking about private, you know, sensitive areas, what I like to do is get very soft smelling sprays. And this one happens to be by, let me see, Victoria's Secret, and it's the Bamboo Coast. But what I like to do is hold this out like so. See? And I like to mist it all over my body. Hold it 8 to 10 inches away. Now, it's okay for your belly button, and it's even okay for under your breast. I personally do not put anything, any kind of like perfume or anything in the, you know, private vaginal region. I don't think it's a good idea. What happens when you start adding sprays and perfumes down in that region? Irritation. And it probably is not going to agree with skin chemistry. So with that being said, then you're looking at giving yourself a yeast infection by putting that stuff all down there. And you know, you could be causing yourself to carry an odor by putting that down there. So if you just have to put it down in that region, I'm going to show you guys. Put it on the thigh, and I am down about 1.5 inches or so, and I would start from here down. Okay, so the next thing that I wanted to touch on is deodorant, and that is not just feminine hygiene, it's hygiene. So anyway, if you've been using your same deodorant for umpteen years and that deodorant stops working, then it's probably not any longer agreeing with your skin chemistry. What needs to happen is that you need to try a different deodorant. But when you try a different deodorant, like for instance, recently I had to try Degree. I've always hated Degree, but what I have found is that Degree has better fragrances now. Now, this one is Shower Clean, and it's really a soft, very soft smell. Smells delicious. So if your deodorant is not agreeing with you any longer, try something else. Just make sure that the smells that you're putting on your body are very soft. The only time you want to use something that is heavy or more deep in smell is your perfume. And I have a perfume haul video that talks, I have two actually, and what I do is talk about how to apply your perfume to make it last longer and allow it to activate on your body continually. But perfume only goes in certain areas. It is not made for under the arms. It is not made for down there. You know what I mean? Down there care, like Charmin says. It's not made for that. It's for certain areas and such. Okay. So, these are some of the things, and then I would like to touch base on a couple more things right quick. When I go in the restroom, I like to have and take some baby wipes, because once again, baby wipes, especially Pampers, Huggies, I don't agree with the smell of Huggies. The smell doesn't neutralize any odor. And so anyway, I do like the Pampers Complete Clean. Take a few of them, like 5 of them, put them in a sandwich bag. And then what I like to do is wipe myself really good after I use the restroom, and then dispose of it in the meantime. That's the way I like to keep myself fresh, is with Pampers Complete Fresh. And this is through the day, okay? Because I don't believe in bird baths. I feel like bird baths leave a residue for sure. And I believe that the residue can cause bacteria to build up. Okay, that's just me. Another thing that I always like to do is use panty liners, and I prefer the Always panty liners. Now, these are not scented. These are just the extra long ones. Whatever size you feel comfortable with, use it. But in the meantime, I definitely like to use a panty liner, especially if I have sprayed anything like such on the outside, not the inside, on the outside of my panties. Then, when you put on the panty liner, you're ensuring that it does not seep through and get on that area down there and cause you to be irritated. Okay, so in the meantime, that is my tips for feminine hygiene, and you will notice a difference. Stop buying these supplies and these products and these feminine washes that really, they're not doing anything except for having you spend an arm and a leg. I know, I was doing it, it did not work. The fresher you are on the outside is the more likely that you are to avoid any type of internal infection, like BVs and stuff like that. People say don't use soap down there. That's a lie. Use some soap down there, but mainly focus on the outside. And then when you get to the the delicate skin down there, then just be gentle and use, give yourself a wash and make sure you're rinsing very well. In the meantime, that's it for now. And I wanted to thank you guys for watching. And if you want to leave me a comment, please do. And don't forget, like, comment, share, and subscribe. God bless from Cleanliness Girl.